In the not-so-distant future, an extraordinary opportunity emerges for women, allowing them to conceive and give birth using advanced mobile artificial wombs shaped like eggs. The story unfolds with a young woman waking up in her apartment in a near-future scenario. Her home AI springs to life, activating the coffee maker and delivering some exciting news about her improved digestive health. It also suggests an appropriate outfit for the day and serves as a gentle reminder of her upcoming visit to the capsule center. Rachel, the protagonist, extends her morning routine by waking her husband, LV, to exchange morning greetings before she heads off to work. The AI now assists LV, providing advice on his daily attire and sharing that his happiness index has slightly improved. A thoughtfully prepared breakfast awaits him as he heads to their home greenhouse. Meanwhile, Rachel arrives at her workplace, where an intriguing presentation is scheduled, a glimpse into the new generation of cognitive assistants known as our machines, which are poised to become the next wave of cognitive supervisors. Following this presentation, Rachel's supervisor approaches her, expressing concerns about her potential expansion of the family, hinting at a promotion in the pipeline. The corporation is even willing to provide funding for her to utilize the services of the Uterus Center, a prospect that Rachel genuinely appreciates. Later, Rachel receives a call from the Uterus Center, informing her of changes in their scheduling and an available spot for her. They schedule a visit, during which Rachel reclines in a cozy chair, letting her thoughts wander to her future child. During this time, her husband, LV, conducts an engaging class in the botanical garden. He showcases a naturally grown fig fruit to his students, offering them a taste. The students' initial disgust eventually gives way to curiosity, as one brave soul decides to give it a try. Meanwhile, Rachel shares her exciting news with her close friend and colleague, Alice, confiding in her about not yet disclosing her visit to the center to her husband. This secrecy prompts Rachel to consult her robot psychoanalyst, revealing her husband's strong inclination toward the natural world and his desire for a conventionally conceived and born child. The AI probes the question of what differentiates a naturally born child from one gestated in a capsule, a question that leaves Rachel pondering without a clear answer. Subsequently, Rachel and Alice venture out for lunch, savoring the delightful aromas around them. Amidst these fragrant surroundings, Rachel agrees that it's time to open up to her husband and share everything with him. When she returns home, she finds LV watching a tranquil program and engaging in conversation about his day. LV expresses his concern about the younger generation's disconnection from nature due to a lack of guidance. He reflects on the commodification of nature, a trend he believes has led to societal issues. The following day, Rachel visits the Uterus Center, where discussions revolve around addressing the challenge of a declining birth rate. The newly established center aims to tackle this issue, acknowledging that women often choose not to have children due to the inconvenience it poses to their lives. The center's vision is for women to lead fulfilling lives and pursue their dreams without the distractions of parenthood. Linda, the center's director, extends a warm welcome to the gathering and proceeds to unveil the latest technological advancements. She posits that if humans have consistently managed to control nature, why shouldn't women take control of childbirth? Linda conducts a guided tour, showcasing the capsule developed by scientists, a vessel where babies can grow when parents lack the time for direct interaction. Parents have the option to engage with their growing child through music, audiobooks, or other means, ensuring a nurturing environment even when physical presence is limited. In this film, educational podcasts are a vital part of nurturing the baby, accessible through a mobile app. These podcasts not only allow for feeding and monitoring the child's development, but also offer a significant advantage: the safety of children within the capsules, shielded from viruses and toxins. These remarkable capsules operate autonomously for a continuous 48 hours, all while the fetus inside remains attentive to the world outside. It's recommended for mothers to engage in conversations with their unborn children. Following an informative discussion, Linda gently reminds Rachel of the importance of making a deposit. However, Rachel chooses to discuss this matter with her husband first. Upon returning home, she confides in LV about her desire to have a child through the Uterus Center, a revelation that initially upsets him. Not only did Rachel make this significant decision independently, but she also visited the center without him. Rachel apologizes, and the couple reconciles. Rachel proposes they speak with their friends Alice and her husband about this decision. They visit Alice, who passionately discusses the opportunity for women to experience childbirth without pain, suffering, or physical changes. In the meantime, Alice's husband showcases a special belt designed for carrying the egg capsule. LV, however, appears skeptical and categorically refuses to embrace the idea of having the capsule at home. He can't shake the feeling that the capsule is akin to plastic, finding it challenging to accept that their child would be nurtured in such a manner. Rachel suggests that LV consider visiting her robot psychotherapist. Although he initially resists the suggestion, he eventually decides to give it a try. After their respective sessions, both LV and Rachel come to realize the depth of their misunderstandings. They engage in a discussion at home, reflecting on the evolution that led humanity to opt for growing children in capsules. Ultimately, LV agrees to support Rachel's proposal, recognizing its importance to her. The following day, they visit the Uterus Center, where Rachel announces that LV will be the biological father, allowing nature to determine the child's gender. They are guided to a room with a large screen, where future parents can witness the moment of conception. Later, they are presented with a container containing a fertilized zygote, which they admire. The couple then informs Rachel's parents of the impending event, leading to a suggestion from Rachel's father that LV sell their countryside house. However, LV vehemently opposes the idea. While their capsule remains at the center, the future parents continue with their everyday lives. As the program connects Rachel to the capsule, she begins selecting music for the baby, even though there's no sound from inside yet. At one point, she attempts to catch a glimpse of the baby, but she's informed that it's kept in complete darkness until 7 weeks. Eventually, one of the capsules sends a signal indicating it's time for the baby's birth. Despite meticulous programming, the baby doesn't always arrive precisely on schedule. Rachel starts experiencing peculiar dreams, which she shares with her psychoanalyst. The AI convinces her that these dreams are unreliable for analysis. After 6 weeks, when the baby's heartbeat becomes detectable, Linda permits them to take the capsule home for the first time. On that momentous day, they finally get to see their baby. Preparations are made for the baby's arrival. LV brings an olive tree sapling for the kid's room, but his wife suggests replacing it with a hologram. This suggestion offends LV, and he takes the tree away, promising to plant it at their countryside house. Rachel, however, once again suggests selling the countryside house, unable to grasp why they should leave when everything seems perfect here. LV firmly refuses to raise their child in what he perceives as a plastic environment. The following day, Rachel encounters a pregnant woman at the pool who graciously allows her to listen to her baby's movements, filling Rachel with delight. In the evening, they relocate the capsule to their bedroom, hoping to spend more time with their future child. However, LV feels uncomfortable with intimacy while the baby is present, prompting them to move the capsule to the baby's room. The capsule immediately signals hunger, leading the parents to rush to feed their baby. Subsequently, they embark on a tour to the center to prepare for parenthood. Linda, their guide, showcases play areas where children engage in various activities. The government no longer funds education, but the center fills the gap by teaching programming and logic to young ones. In one room, children participate in creative activities, albeit with the assistance of computers, while providing feedback. When a parent inquires about the children's dreams, Linda reassures them that dreams are excluded from the fetal development program, deeming them void of useful information. On a different day, LV in his greenhouse hears the capsule signal. After feeding the baby, he decides to engage in a heartfelt communication with it. Meanwhile, Rachel receives a warning about her declining productivity. LV takes pride in carrying the capsule holder with him, reading books to the baby, posing riddles, showing off his plants, and even falling asleep beside it. At his workplace, he encourages visitors to hug a tree, emphasizing its calming effect on the human mind. His supervisor congratulates him on the upcoming joyful event and suggests replacing live plants with holographic images in the greenhouse due to the cost of growing real trees. This proposal angers LV, leading him to vehemently reject it. Back at home, the family watches a movie about penguins, and LV becomes emotional when he learns about the dedication of these birds. Rachel suggests returning the capsule to the center, as other parents do. To her surprise, LV reveals that he has brought the capsule to work. Rachel shares her concerns with her colleagues regarding her husband's close bond with the egg. However, the women encourage her to find happiness in the fact that the father is bonding with their future child. Rachel continues to have peculiar dreams, which she shares with her pregnant friend. Her friend reassures her that these dreams are normal for expectant mothers. One day, Rachel dreams of herself with a baby bump and relishes the experience. Her focus on the capsule intensifies, especially after receiving an old book from Elvie's mother extolling the benefits of parental closeness. This newfound obsession starts to worry Rachel, prompting the couple to seek the help of a psychoanalyst. Finding a balance becomes challenging as everything revolves around the child. Rachel becomes jealous of LV because he spends more time with the baby than she does, despite her being the mother. Following an argument, the AI suggests connecting to the capsule to maintain neutrality. The next day, Rachel brings the capsule to work, but her distraction leads her to give the baby excessive attention. Alice suggests placing the egg in a designated area with other future mothers' capsules, due to Rachel becoming a distracting mother. Alice keeps her capsule at the center as it's more convenient for her. In the evening, Rachel hurries to a parenting seminar at the center, after which Linda recommends leaving the baby in the incubation area. The family reluctantly complies, leaving the house empty, and both husband and wife deeply miss their capsule. One day, Rachel has a dream of a seaside walk with the baby in her arms, awakening in tears. She moves Elvie's little tree to the kids' room, surprising her husband. Meanwhile, at work, Rachel's boss expresses dissatisfaction with her productivity, but Rachel reassures her that everything is fine. Later, Linda informs them that the delivery day is scheduled for next Wednesday, as deliveries now occur on the 39th week. To meet the high demand for capsules, parents must receive oxytocin, the love hormone, to prepare for the baby's arrival. However, the family faces a new set of challenges as they await the birth. The director is taken aback when they request permission to take the capsule home before delivery, despite it being against the rules. Additionally, daily personality development seminars are being conducted. Linda proposes the use of special tablets to regulate the baby's sleep, greatly assisting parents. As they exit, they pass by protesting women opposed to the capsules. Suddenly, Elvie returns, and taking advantage of the midwife being occupied with another patient, retrieves his capsule without permission. That night, Rachel has a dream where she's buying her baby at a store with a 2-for-1 deal. Upon waking, she rouses her husband and suggests they go to their countryside home for a natural birth. Elvie rushes to the center and informs Linda of their plan to give birth at home. However, the director strongly opposes it due to the expensive nature of the capsule and the potential risks. Nonetheless, the family embarks on their journey to their coastal home. Rachel revels in the surrounding nature and begins to understand her husband better. They walk through the forest together and plant an olive tree. Often they sit by the sea with the capsule. One night, it abruptly turns off, causing panic. Rachel suggests calling the center, but her husband reminds her that they still have 48 hours and need to trust the child. They are suddenly awakened by the onset of labor, requiring a code to be entered. Unable to figure it out, LV grabs a hammer, opens the capsule, and retrieves a beautiful, healthy baby. The ecstatic parents embrace their child. Early in the morning, Rachel packs the capsule in a box, takes it to the post office, and sends it back to the center. She then returns home, where her husband and son are peacefully sleeping on the bed.